This is a Headgum podcast.
Hello and welcome to Perfect Person, the show where I'm perfect and you're, of course, a person. I've been having a little cashews as a snack. Nuts.
Salted, unsalted?
We're actually talking sugared cashews with sesame seeds from Trader Joe's.
I love the coconut cashews. What are they doing over there?
They're making two nuts, cocoa nut and cashew nut.
And I'm like, and sesa nut.
And sesame nut.
That's right.
But when I eat a legume, I feel that I'm eating of the earth. Because I'm like, okay, I'm not just a Dorito, it's the earth. It's nature.
Sometimes when I'm like, I've eaten so unhealthy, I'll have a packet of nuts and I go, oh my God, I fixed it.
Oh my God.
I fixed it.
Look at me having it. And honestly, salted nuts will do just fine, but if I have an unsalted nut, I feel it over a marathon.
If I have an unsalted nut, I've lost 20 pounds. I've immediately dropped 20 pounds if I'm having an unsalted
My
nut.
goals have all been fulfilled.
100%.
But obviously, I'm here
No
with
need to go to the gym that day.
No. Don't you dare work out.
Not if you've had an unsalted nut.
If you've had nuts, which I believe are like very caloric.
Like high fat, probably.
I'm here with obviously Anna Garcia. Anna Garcia, welcome back to the show. You may know Anna Garcia from TryPod.tv, Fly Me to the Moon, etc. Anna, thank you so much for being here.
Happy to be here.
No, Anna, obviously you're on the show to give advice. What makes you perfect today to be in the studio to give that advice?
I'm going to say this is a bit of a 180 from the last time I was here.
Wow.
The sun is out and I am healed.
Wow.
The sun is out for the first time in months in Los Angeles, and I am literally reborn.
Yes.
I'm feeling motivated. I'm feeling inspired. I'm feeling genuinely a little bit of joy, which I don't think I felt in months. I am like so ready to, I'm like humans. In the cold open, we talked about how humans have been awful, but I feel like people are good. And I do think that today we're gonna find the good person solution.
I agree with that. Yeah. And honestly, when I was walking out to greet you at the front of the home, I did think to myself, the weather's so nice, I should make jam. I had a feeling that was like, I should make a jam.
That's all it takes.
Because it's so sunny.
That's all it takes.
I want to sit in the yard and have a jam.
100%. I literally went and got bagels with a friend this morning.
Oh.
Come on.
Okay.
Come on.
Walking to bagels?
Walking to bagels, sitting outside eating bagels. Wow, life actually is beautiful. Wow.
Sitting outside eating bagels.
Sitting outside eating bagels.
Honestly, what was the bagel type?
It was a rip and dip from Courage Bagels. A toasted everything bagel with goat butter, salted goat butter.
Goat?
Have you ever had a rip and dip?
No. I love Courage Bagels, but the thing I don't like about Courage Bagels is waiting an hour and 45 minutes.
There was almost no line today. It was too hot for people.
Oh, not for me.
Not for me.
I have a parasol.
I'm picturing it. I'm crying. I'm sobbing. It's so beautiful. People there also had parasols.
Really?
That is a new thing, I guess.
Oh.
Or maybe they Courage handed it out. I don't know because I got there. My friend already ordered. But there was 3 people in line.
Oh my gosh.
I honestly should have posted on my Instagram story saying 3 people in line at Courage Go.
Yeah, but then it would have turned into a scrambled eggs meet and greet. At Courage Bagels.
You're right.
I do love a morning bee. I mean, I really
love
do.
An MB.
An MB.
Big time.
But we obviously have to get to the phone lines. Before we do, we have to get to the speed round to calibrate your advice properly. But before I even do that, I have to turn the AC on because I'm starting to get sweaty.
I'm starting to sweat, yeah. Fan is on, the AC is on. It's hot in LA for the first time in months.
You're like an Indiana summer in the middle of a winter, like a hard candy with a surprise center. Oh, well.
That's all we know.
That's so good, though.
I don't like that she's not funny.
No, it sucks. She's
terrible.
terrible.
Did you see the clip of her at her concert where she literally is singing like, you're like an Indiana. I don't sing like that. And then she puts her guitar down and it's like, we like that song.
We like it because it's
that song.
We like this.
We like this. No one's making fun of you. We like this well, we are making fun of you a little bit, but we like this. And if you just were like, if you sang that song genuinely, people would be like, you know what? Go off, Katy Perry.
You know, yeah, people,
but now it's humiliating.
It's humiliating. And people saying that, you know, she went to the moon. And obviously, I think that they didn't go far enough. I think she should send her to Mars.
I think they should have put her on a rocket one way, sent her out as far as possible,
How awesome. Dude, it's like the movie, what's the movie that they train oil miners to be astronauts and Armageddon? They have to train oil miners to be astronauts instead of training astronauts how to do oil mining because there's like oil on a meteor. And so to save the Earth, a bunch of oil miners have to train to be astronauts.
There's too many movies.
There's too many.
There's too many movies.
It's Ben Affleck and Bruce Willis and it's great.
Oh, okay.
But the speed round starts now.
Almost.
Holy shit.
You guys are going to like that one at home.
Perfect color.
No. Orange.
Whoa.
I know.
You are feeling summery.
My first
color.
My first color that came into my mind was mint.
By the way, when you think of mint, this is a long-standing thing that I've thought about. Do you think of green or do you think of white?
I think of light blue-green.
Really? When I think of mint, I think mint white sometimes.
No.
Like a minty ice cream.
I'm thinking, those are green.
Well, toothpaste. Toothpaste
Girl,
is
those
mint.
are green.
Toothpaste is not green. So do you have a green toothpaste? Your toothpaste is expired. Very expired. Extremely expired.
You're telling me it's not supposed to be green?
Perfect thing you're excited to eat in your own fridge.
Oh my God, spaghetti squash.
Ooh. What flavor, what is the genre of spaghetti squash you're eating?
Girl, I roasted a spaghetti squash.
Girl, I roasted
and then I put Miracle Blend on it.
Oh, what is Miracle Blend?
It is a Michigan-made spice that I swear to God has saved my cooking.
Really?
It is literally made in like Alden, Michigan. It's called Miracle Blend. I hope this drives sales. I can't stop plugging things that are so crazy. It is a spice blend, and it's like flaky salt and all these and peppers and garlics and like there's like bergamot in there or something. It's crazy, and you can put it on anything. And I put it on my spaghetti squash, and I say, the best thing ever.
Is it like a ranch style?
Huh?
Is it? Sorry. Is it a ranch style?
What do you mean?
Is it a style of a flavor that's like a ranch?
No, it's a seasoning blend. It's called Miracle Blend, and it's a blend.
Sorry. It's not, is it ranch style like a ranch style home? Is it ranch style? Like as in, does it taste similar to ranch?
No, it tastes nothing like ranch, which is not even a seasoning blend.
You can get it in a packet.
Okay, I lied.
Perfect salad dressing.
Balsamic.
I agree.
In like the biggest way.
You know what I've been fucking with hard though?
Tell me.
Ken's Greek dressing.
What's the first word you said?
Ken.
There was something so vulnerable at the way you said Ken.
Ken's Greek.
I know Ken.
Ken. He's sort of like Newman, but different.
But
very different.
Racist.
Is Ken racist?
I have no idea. But I feel like one of the two has to be racist.
Ken. It's like Newman, but racist. You're going to love it. Perfect snack that they should serve on airplanes. Speaking of.
Oh, okay. So they already do. And it's the Biscoff cookies. And you order a hot tea and you dip the cookies in the tea.
I've done this and it's nice.
It's really nice.
The only thing I was going to say that I would like is not pomegranate seeds.
Okay.
There you're close. Cold watermelon. On an airplane, I get so dehydrated on an airplane. I'm like a little cold and I'm slurping. People would love it. Too messy, maybe?
No, but you're so right.
You know?
But you know how everything on airplanes tastes like a little stale?
Yes.
It would be bad watermelon.
Yeah, you'd have to be really juicy for you to even get a taste of it.
I know. I know. But I really like that.
Perfect celebrity to be stuck in an elevator with.
I think Zac Efron.
Oh my God, that is a really good one.
I want to ask him about High School Musical too.
Yeah. Why? What's your big theory?
Did he have a good time?
Did he have a good time? Did you enjoy this?
Was Bet on it as shooting it as prolific as it looked?
It is.
Most prolific musical number I've ever seen in my entire life.
I also think there's just a lot of heart in there for him.
Yeah. That man had the charisma of 1,000 Disney stars in him.
Oh, absolutely.
He was destined for stardom. I'm sure that when they found him, they were like, "Oh my God, we did it! We found it! We found it!"
The one.
He seems so nice and charismatic, but he also seems like he could be like jokey and mean, which I sort of love.
You sort of love that
Wait,
energy.
no, I don't want him to be mean, but like I feel like he can sort of like joke.
He does seem fun.
Yeah.
Like he's saying funny stuff.
Yeah.
Perfect aim screen from your youth.
Chips and salsa.
No, that's awesome.
That's mine.
Chips and salsa.
SALZA.
Oh, that's
Salsa was taken.
You nailed it. Wow.
Yeah.
Chips and salsa. I was miles per hour 666.
That is fucking sick, dude.
It was cool. I
That's
was proud
sick.
of it.
I did have a different AM called Lollipop Star,
Oh.
which is disgusting.
Lollipop star.
Don't I actually regret
Lollipop
bleep it
star.
bleep it out.
Bleep it.
Bleep it
Star. Lolly star.
Yeah, that's good. Perfect.
Okay, perfect show to watch while you're falling asleep. Uh-oh, here we go. Dead air.
Rapid fire.
Dead air, rapid fire.
I don't watch TV shows to fall asleep. I watch them
To consume.
to
Art.
consume.
I watch them crying with a notepad.
But if there was one to fall asleep to, House Hunters.
Oh, I thought you were going to stop at House, which I agree with.
House.
With Hugh Lowry?
One more time.
House with
Hugh Lowry.
Hugh Lowry?
Hugh Lowry.
I love House.
I've never seen it.
Oh, really?
My dad loved that show.
Oh, get ready to love it because you can watch all 6 seasons on Hulu Plus.
On Hulu, Disney, Amazon Plus.
ESPN Plus.
ESPN package bundle, $29.99 a month.
ESPN.
18.
It's Hulu now. But I do like House. And he's always like, I'm a little nerd.
Yeah, but I'm not talking about House. I'm talking about House Hunters.
So you're talking about when they find a house and they're like, this is the one.
3 different houses. One is the one. It's all planned ahead of time. I don't care. Show me interior. I once had a dream as a kid. I wish I could enter every single room that ever existed. Like that was something I wished. I wish I could go in every room in the world and
that would
see
be
what
cool.
every room looks like.
Oh yeah, I do like to see what people's houses look like.
I'm obsessed.
I've thought about a version of this show where it's a docu-series where I just go to people's houses and I help them with their problems.
Okay.
Pretty fun.
I say, why not still do that?
I know. It's in the works. Somebody
Okay.
could be like, I'm having trouble at work, and I'm like, let's start at home. And then I go home and I'm like talking to the roommates. I'm getting the
I love that.
very fun. And then
I
we go to
love
their work.
that.
Somehow I convince them.
Okay, great. I want to come.
But unrelated. But I like watching the videos of the people who mow the lawns. SB mowing.
Oh my God, I fucking love that guy.
It's really good.
He recently plugged his merch at the end of one of his
I
videos.
literally watched the same video, and I was like, "Go off,
I was
okay?"
like, okay, King. This is the worst merch I've ever seen, but go off. You need a new graphic designer deeply, but
I was
go
like,
off.
"Hey, bud, these would sell if they weren't weird. Like, you're very popular
They
online."
weren't ass.
Sorry,
I would
know
buy
you-
one.
I know you do like a sort of charitable thing, but your merch is ass, and I'm sorry to say it.
I wish it was good. I want to support you.
I would
this
buy one.
Sucks and it looks bad.
I should make my own version.
We should make our own SB. Yeah.
And
Okay,
then we
I'll do
pitch
that.
it.
I'll do that.
Perfect trick to do while you're jumping into a pool.
Perfect trick.
Yeah.
My dad would do something where he would purposefully look like he tripped. So it was so cool. I forget what he called it, but like he would be like on a diving board and he would like jump, and then like slip and then fall, and everyone at the pool would be like, "Oh shit, is he okay?"
Oh
and
my
then he would
God.
come out and it would be like totally fine, and it was the coolest shit ever.
Oh, I would be terrified.
He stopped doing it because he cut his foot on the diving board once.
So he did get hurt.
He did eventually get hurt, but it was until then it was like, this guy's about to do something awesome.
Oh, that is really cool.
Yeah, so I have not been able to master it, but that is what I would like.
Man, I love that. Mine is usually someone throwing me a ball and I catch it and I land in the pool.
That's so summer.
By the way, I did that recently. 2 things that need to come back for the summer.
Yeah.
Throwing a ball and jumping in the pool.
In a pool.
In a pool.
Yeah.
Get you a friend who has the pool. People, by the way, I also saw a TikTok about this. People who have pools do not appreciate them.
Wait, this has been in the public vernacular of like,
Yeah.
people are not appreciative of their pools, and
No.
I feel like pools in LA are like 70% unused.
Agreed.
And
which
I'm
is
like-
crazy.
I would do anything for 1 hour
Agreed.
at your pool.
I would swim every day.
Swimming, by the way, is so awesome.
I feel like we are both 9. My dad did a thing where he jumped in the pool.
Yeah, but I just recently got a ball, and when I came to the pool, and that was the sickest part. That's probably the sickest thing
I
you
was
can
gonna
do.
say, the other thing with the pool, so obviously jumping into the pool is back and jumping a ball. But the other thing is goggles. I want to have a birthday party that's all goggles.
Oops, all goggles. Captain Crunch's oops, all goggles. Okay, wait.
Okay, wait.
No, here's my thing. I went up north with my family last summer, and I needed goggles, and we were in the lake, and I said, I actually can't enjoy this without goggles. And I walked up and down the beach seeing what family I should steal goggles from.
Yes.
And then eventually a family was leaving, and I go, hey.
Sorry, get away from us.
And their kids were 2 and 4.
Oh.
And I was like, you guys happen to have any goggles you'd be willing to part with? I can pay you. And they were like, we have an extra pair. It's kind of broken. You can just have it. They were this
Oh,
big.
God.
I literally was like, my head was being cut off of circulation, but I was swimming and I was like, this is the best. This is the best.
Getting your head, the idea of your top of your head getting cut off circulation is so funny.
But goggles, I could not agree more.
I mean, for my birthday one time, me and my lovely wife Sarah went to a pool and we just dove for rings. And it was so fun. And we had goggles. And I was like, this is what
Miles,
being...
that's so awesome.
It was so awesome
That's so
I was like,
awesome.
I think that every party I ever throw needs to be just a bunch of people. We buy goggles for everyone. Everyone comes and we're just throwing and diving.
So the thing about birthdays is that they can actually be whatever you want. Like,
Agreed.
For my birthday, turning 12. Not gonna say my age. For the birthday that I'm turning this upcoming year,
Here we go.
I was like, what if I just made my friends do a talent show for me and we had a sleepover?
Oh, that's so fun.
It can be whatever you want.
Holy shit, I love that.
I
think
know.
That's amazing.
I think that people are like, it's LA. I gotta rent out a dance floor and and I'm like, what if we just did the things we wanted to do when we were kids?
Yeah, that's the fun thing is like, you could do some sort of bar birthday. Or you could,
Totally.
And that's fine. And I get it. And
Yeah.
people don't want the pressure. But if you do a talent show, people are going to remember that. They're going to be like, how fun. You know?
I also think that birthdays, like I have a picnic every year for my birthday and you can come this year.
Oh my gosh. I'm honored.
Yeah, it'll
Please,
be really
thank
fun. But I always tell people to bring something and
Yeah.
60% of people do not bring anything.
you. That's crazy to me.
And I'm like, and I have my close good friends always bring something.
Yeah.
And it's wonderful. But I've had people show up with a literal potato because they're like, oops, forgot. And that we grabbed a potato and I'm like, you're not getting an invite next year. First of all.
But to me, it's also, by the way, I fully understand, like, people are like, oh, whatever, stop at a gas station.
Stop at a gas station, get me a pack of gum. Don't give me a pack of gum. Give me Haribo gummies.
Give me
But,
Haribo.
give me Haribo gummy. But I literally am like, I want people, I think I put in so much effort for my friends' birthdays. I think birthdays are awesome. And I know that people dread them, but I think it's an excuse to be nice and show love to someone.
Yes.
And I don't think people show enough love these days. And so I think birthdays are really important. And so I am like, I think it's okay to put a little effort into you, and you should be putting effort in people's birthdays.
Yes.
And so I'm like, a talent show is sort of like built in. You have to do something for your friends. And
I think
so
that's
I'm like,
really fun.
could be fun.
And I think it's also just, I totally agree with everything you said about birthdays. It's also like the presentation of a simple thing can be like phenomenal.
Totally.
You don't necessarily even have to spend a lot of money, but like getting Haribos and just putting them in a little jar. Okay. Custom gift.
People need to be taking notes because that's it. If someone gave me my favorite gummies in a mason jar, I'd say,
I'd be
we're
like,
married.
No, exactly. That was my advice when somebody was like, what do I get for my friend? And I was like, decant, like, sort of like regular things into a bunch of jars.
I love it.
And then it's like, oh, what a fancy little treat.
And I will just say, cards, a lost art.
Yeah,
If you give me a card on my birthday and you write me a message,
I will weep.
I will weep.
I will weep.
I will weep if it says happy birthday, Anna, I love you. I'm weeping.
Weep.
I'm weeping.
Well, Anna, we are finished with the speed round.
And that was a quick one for sure.
And you have passed. And now we have to get to the calls because people have called in. They need our help. Yay! But before we do, if you like the show, consider rating and subscribing on every single platform. And if you love the show and you can't get enough, consider joining us on Patreon.
And-
where you go, sorry.
No, I was just saying, any star rating above 3 is great.
Oh, well, we could do 5s and maybe even a 6 and a comment. And if you join us on Patreon, you can get the ad-free extended version of every single episode. Of this episode, the cold open is 30 minutes long.
But it's so good, and I say some really intense stuff in it.
We really
and
did.
I share stories that I've never shared before that actually people need to hear.
I would say you shared a story about a crime that was done to you. I shared a story about a crime I did. So please join us on Patreon where you get the ad-free extended version and bonus episodes every single Friday.
Yeah.
Of which I call back people from the show and get their updates. The live episodes are on there. The 420 Bongcast is on there. The
Yes.
Bachelor Vegas special will be on there
my
once it is
God.
edited. So get all that good. There are over 100 bonus episodes already on there for your perusal.
For your perusal.
For your perusal. But until then, we have got to call these people
Okay.
back.
We've got to call these people.
We have got to doing a Flintstones thing.
Call number 1.
Call your boy.
Friends, say I called Miles podcast.
Called me back. When it comes to spending, sometimes it's out of sight, out of mind. Okay, that daily coffee habit, those streaming subscriptions, they add up fast without you even noticing, and Rocket Money helps you spot those patterns and keeps more cash in your pocket. With the power of a rocket, actually. Because Rocket Money is a personal finance app that helps you find and cancel your unwanted subscriptions, monitor your spending, and help you lower your bills so you can grow your savings. See all your subscriptions in one place to know exactly where your money is going, and for the ones that you don't want anymore, Rocket Money will
will help you cancel them. I love Rocket Money. I absolutely love using it because it saves me that cash. And upon the first time I used Rocket Money, I saved the cost of Rocket Money. Rocket Money has over 5 million users and has saved a total of $500 million in canceled subscriptions, saving members up to $740 a year when they use all the app's premium features. Cancel your unwanted subscriptions and reach your financial goals faster with Rocket Money. Download the Rocket Money app and enter my show name, Perfect Person, in the survey so they know I sent you. Don't wait, download the Rocket Money app today and tell them you heard about them from my show. Get saving, everybody. Cha-ching. When I first started my podcast, I was out there at sea. I had no idea what there was to do, and I wanted to make sure that I was using the most trusted business tools when it came to running my business. An often overlooked business behind most businesses that makes selling so simple is Shopify. Yeah! Shopify is the commerce platform behind millions of businesses around the world and 10% of all e-commerce in the United States. From household names like Mattel and Gymshark to brands just getting started. Everybody I know who has like a big successful business that sells something uses Shopify. Highly recommend if you are small to large because they scale with you if you're selling one peanut butter and jelly sandwich or if you're selling 1 million peanut butter and jelly sandwiches by the boatload. Actually. Get started with your own design studio with hundreds of ready-to-use templates. Shopify helps you build a beautiful online store to match your brand's style. And best yet, Shopify is your commerce expert with world-class expertise in everything from managing inventory to international shipping to processing returns and beyond. If you're ready to sell, you're ready for Shopify. Yeah! Turn your big business idea into cash. With Shopify on your side, sign up for your $1 per month trial period and start selling today at shopify.com/perfectperson. Go to shopify.com/perfectperson, shopify.com/perfectperson.
Hey, Miles. So I have a little bit of a situation at work. I kind of ripped my pants top of crack to bottom of crack, and I don't know how many people saw it, and I don't know whether I should quit or like establish dominance or like what the right move is. So I just really need some advice. Thank you.
The idea of ending your workplace. And I'm actually going to go. I'm sorry.
I gotta go, you guys.
I gotta go, guys.
In this tough economy, I'm quitting my paying job.
You gotta do it. But oh my God, by the way, Brain Blast, I'm just having an image of Bane Blast of you doing an improv show and Iffy split his pants open during the show.
My God. It was psychotic because so what happened is he climbs over a chair, his pants split. I have no idea. I'm like, what the fuck is if and then he stops talking. And so Jeff and I are in the scene and we're like, what is going on? And if he's just sort of sitting there like this. and then I think we joke about him ripping his pants or whatever. And I was like, oh, well, this is part of the improv. And then he starts laughing for real. And then Jeff realized his pants are ripped, and I'm like still not sure. and then he spreads his legs, and I'm like, okay, so we're doing a ripped pants bit. And then I look, and his fucking balls are
fucking balls right there.
It was
That's
awesome. And then Jeff sort of spread Iffy's legs and showed him to the audience, and it was so funny. And we have consent to post and talk about it. We have consent to talk about it in post, but it was. I mean, his balls were not. He's wearing underwear, but it was so funny. I mean, it was
unbelievable.
Just
I mean, that is. I have. It's been a long time since I've split my pants fully. I will say I'm somebody that my zipper's down 90% of the time.
Oh, Jesus Christ!
I don't mean to. It's not because I want to.
Jesus Christ!
No,
dude.
don't shame me. It always happens. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's because I'm tall. My zipper's all the way down there.
I have something similar. I'm always holding my knife upside down.
I don't know what that was, but it was out of control. I have something similar. I always have my knife upside down. I'm so unclear on what you're talking about. You're holding your knife. You grab the blade of the knife? What are you talking about?
I'm holding a knife.
I'm so hot. I'm sweating.
I'm drenched in sweat. When I'm eating with a fork and a knife, I will. I thought you were doing a sound effect.
Not yet.
Okay, great. You're just prepping. When I'm holding a knife, every time I'm eating a meal, I look down and the knife, I'm holding it by the handle, is saw edge up.
I see.
Every time.
That's brutal.
Probably not. Similar statistic, 90% of the time. And then I'm like, what? And so I'm like, why is this fucking green bean not cutting? And it's always because I'm using and I don't know. I don't know if it's a weighted thing. truly 9 out of 10 times I'm using a knife, it's upside down in my hand.
Oh my gosh. I mean, you just aren't noticing that it's sort of you're cutting with a blank edge. That's terrible.
No.
Wow.
I don't know what it is. I think it must be the weight or something that feels, I don't know. But regardless of the knife, it's not just my knives at home, it's anywhere. It's at a restaurant and it's always upside down.
Wow. It must be the weight of the world. Hello. You called Perfect Person.
Oh my God.
Hello. You called Perfect Person. I'm here to call you back. I'm here with Anna Garcia.
Hey!
Hey, what's going on?
What the heck is up?
What the literally heck is up? Anna, can I please have a fake name for this caller so we can give them advice?
Sponge.
Sponge, literally what's up? How are you
Spongy.
doing? And also, what type of job do you have that you split your ass crack open?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I am an administrative assistant at a tech company, but a part of that means like stalking the break room. So I'm like up and down, like bending over, stalking stuff.
Yeah.
So I was just like, filling like normal, and 2 coworkers came up to me. Could I get 2 more fake names?
Yeah. Cake and Bob.
Cake and Bob, really
Cake
clean.
and Bob. Cake came up to me and was like, "Hey, Sponge, I don't know if anybody's told you, but your pants are like completely ripped, like top to bottom." And I was like, "Oh my God, what are you talking about?" And I was just like, I obviously like turned around to like hide my ass.
You gotta check your ass
Sponge was
out.
like, why don't I like go get a coat or something to like tie it around your waist? Like maybe we'll be able to change you or something. I was like, "Oh my God, okay." And then I went to the bathroom and I shit you not, it was like out of SpongeBob. Like the complete back of my pants were ripped. You could see my entire ass. It was humiliating.
What? You could see your whole ass? Like, talk to me about the split. Was it all the way up the seam or was it like opened?
And was there an underwear situation?
So it was jeans. So it was like the side of the pocket had like come undone or something.
I've had this happen to me before. Yeah.
Entire like left ass cheek hanging out. It was humiliating.
Okay.
And were you
the
wearing?
Worst part is sorry, what?
No, sorry. I was about to ask you if you were wearing underwear.
Oh yeah.
Sorry.
Oh
no.
yeah.
Pervert.
I'm sorry, honestly.
All aboard! Pervert.
Yeah. No, I know.
Yeah. So you could see like my underwear so well. It was humiliating. Yeah. And the thing I'm having trouble with is I don't know how many people saw it because there's like 100 people that work at my office.
Oh my God. Okay.
Whoa.
And
significant.
I don't know when they ripped because I was stalking for like 45 minutes. So it could have happened just then. It could have happened 45 minutes ago. And I was like running around the office, like grabbing tissues, grabbing hand sanitizer.
Oh heavens.
And nobody said anything. So I'm like, was everybody just like watching me and like was too scared to say something, or had it just happened and like I'm safe, but like I just don't know how to approach the situation.
Yeah, that's interesting. Anna hit it.
Okay, so my thing is you didn't feel at all a difference before and after. Like when you noticed your pants were split, were you like, "Oh, I actually do feel that they've been split now."
The wind.
Yeah.
Okay, so once I went out to my car to grab new pants, I definitely felt that wind. Yeah,
Sure.
Yeah, the ass wind.
At the
Yeah, of course.
moment,
Freedom, actually.
I was like, it was kind of hot, so I was just like sweating and I was like running around because it's the end of the day.
Yeah.
So I just like, I don't know, I wasn't really paying attention to the way my ass felt. I guess.
That's actually so fair.
That's honestly fair. And I have another follow-up question, and it's, do you have a crush on anyone in your office, and do you think they saw your butt and were intrigued?
Miles, pervert. Sorry.
Sorry, pervert alert.
Well, that's the thing is I'm like brand new. It's like my 3rd week there.
Oh,
Okay.
So
now you're.
I don't know
now you're
anyone.
assistant. I hate to.
My whole thing is that because you're new and there's 100 people that work there,
Yeah,
you can sort of do no wrong in the first couple months because you're new.
agreed.
I think like what's going to happen is you're going to become friends with your fellow employees. Then you're going to be like, can you believe
Yes.
that my first fucking week, I ripped my pants and then ran around the office?
So you think I should like bring it up?
Yes.
100% think that
100%.
you work this and then it can be a thing where if you embrace it, then it's like, hell yeah, like that. Then
Yeah.
it's like sort of like a joke, and people know you're down to joke and clown. And
We love to clown and
we
joke.
absolutely love a clowner.
And riff. But I think, no, I agree with that 100%. I think you should tell people, like, if you're trying to get to know new people, be like, oh my God, guys, the most embarrassing thing happened to me.
Yeah.
My literal ass was hanging out. And then somebody, and it might be like, oh my God, I didn't know how to say anything.
Yeah.
Like, you know, like,
yeah.
No.
Because it feels vulnerable. But if we own our embarrassing things, it makes people feel closer to us.
100%. And I think female relationships are really important. And I feel like another woman or could probably be like, oh my God, girl, don't worry about it. No one saw. I feel like it's a bonding experience that women are always trying to sort of protect the other. I don't know.
Yeah, it could just be crazy lore.
Yeah.
I feel like I could work that in.
I think so. Also, what type of, do you work in a snooty place? I can't imagine.
I have to imagine the vibe.
Yeah.
Well, kind of. I don't know.
Oh.
It's we have a lot of techs, so they don't really have any dress codes. But since I'm on the admin team, we're not allowed to wear jeans. It's very formal dress. But on Fridays, you're allowed to be a little more casual. So I was casual, my jeans ripped. But it's
happened on a Friday.
The admin team is kind of snooty.
I am worried that this will take away casual Fridays. I really hate to say it.
I worry about what this isn't going to do for casual Friday's reputation.
No, I think that you need to maybe write a formal letter that says, even though my ass was out, I want casual Fridays to be a place for people to, express themselves in jeans.
Yeah.
That's super fair.
So
I can make it a whole political statement.
Wow. We can really lean into it. Wait, so you're on the admin team?
Yeah.
Yes,
and
correct.
So they're snooty?
As far as I can tell, I mean, I haven't been there super long.
Right.
There's some people who are a little more snooty, some people who are a little more chill. The person that told me is super chill.
Oh,
so that was
good.
cool.
That's a great start.
Yeah, they have your ass.
Yeah. So there's a few people that I'm a little concerned about, especially my supervisor.
Oh, yeah. You don't want them to. I mean, look, what are they going to do? You can't fire someone for showing a little ass out of their jeans.
In fact, I'd promote them.
In fact, I'd say, you know what? You're going up to the sixth floor. But yeah, I think there's no bad. I mean, by the way, what do you want out of this job? Is it just a job for you? Or are you trying to move up?
A good cue, Miles.
It's kind of just a job for me, honestly. I don't plan on staying here forever.
Totally.
But this is a job that promotes from within. So, it's very up in the air. I could stay there a lot longer, but time will tell, I guess.
Then I think that, then that doubles down on you need to be okay, talking to groups of people, being hey, how's it going on? Whatever. Oh my God, the most embarrassing thing happened. I don't know who to tell, but I guess I'll tell you guys.
Totally.
I think that it's to me, the hardest thing, I think for a lot of people is when an embarrassing thing happens. It's oh my God, what do I say? How do I address it? If you address it head on, you're oh my God, it was embarrassing.
Yes.
I made my way through it. People will
It brings people closer together because you're sharing something by yourself. And I feel even if your supervisor is a mega bitch host slut.
Mega bitch host slut activating.
Activated. And is a meanie, then I think try to break that down. I think being hey, my first few weeks have been so great. Everyone's so nice. I do want to let you know.
Yeah.
I did rip my pants and had no idea they were ripped. And it's sort of make a joke about it and see if you can sort of wiggle your way into their heart.
Wiggle
Wiggle
your way.
That's genius. I'm already having a hard time getting in with all the admin because it's kind of cliquey. So I feel this might be a way to just humiliate myself just enough.
Yeah.
To where they might see me as fun and cool and let me hang.
Perfect.
I definitely think that this is the move.
Yeah, this is the move, Hundo P.
And guess what? People that are meant to be in your life will find you, and when you share you will. Okay, so
you're crying.
I'm sorry. I'm crying, and this is something really emotional for me. But people that are meant to be in your life and that are going to support you are going to support you. So I feel your people will. They will when you share it. The right people will come forward. And you make the friends you're supposed to make.
Yeah, for sure. Tearing up a little bit over here.
Yeah,
me too.
It's an emotional time for all of us. And sorry about your jeans.
I hope that they weren't your favorite pair.
Were they expensive jeans?
They were my favorite pair. That's the worst part. That's arguably the worst part.
That's the worst part.
Okay, there's a guy on TikTok that I keep serving, and every time you see him, he's literally you can make your own clothes. You can repair your own clothes.
I know exactly who you're fucking talking about.
And he's if you think you can't, you're fucking wrong. And he's telling people to sew. I think you can fix the jeans. I really have always been intimidated by this. No.
You can. No, those are gone.
Yeah.
If you ripped your jeans up the ass, those are done.
Well, what if you turn them into...
That's what I'm thinking.
What if you sort of... To me, it's a seam. It's perfect. Seam right up there.
Is it on the seam?
Well, it was the seam of where the pocket meets, but then, because it's I don't know, they're the American Eagle, stretchy jeans, so they're not 100% denim. So it kind of tore below and above the pocket. So I'm not too sure.
I don't know if they're not 100% denim. I don't know. I would, but you know what? girl, get on Depop and find yourself the exact same pair of jeans. Because if they're American Eagle, someone's selling them on Depop. You know,
I agree with that. Sponge, thank you so much for calling us. I really hope you have the most amazing day and
Thanks,
best
Sponge.
of luck at your job.
Yes, thank you so much. Have a great day.
Bye, Sponge. Wow, big bullet dodge.
ate that up.
There was some quote she said. She was like, the panel where the square meets or something. I was like, the panel where the seam meets. And I was like, that's a book.
That's a Rupee Kaur
That's
poem
Rupee-
book. That's a Rupee
that's a
Kaur
Rupee Kaur.
poem book.
The panel where the
seam
meets.
meets. Yeah.
That's so gorge.
That's Gorgina.
It reminded me of when I worked at Paperless Post as the receptionist. Shout out, Paperless Post.
Paperless Post.
Evite company.
Ah!
They send Evites for weddings and stuff. And I was a receptionist. And I was
Wow, are they getting absolutely railed by Partiful?
oh, yeah. I think Partiful ate their lunch in a big way.
Yeah,
But they're
definitely.
they're definitely snooty. The HR did not like me. It was my first time in like a corporate environment.
HR didn't like you? You want to elaborate on that?
Yeah, what? I was complimenting everyone's bodies.
They had to shame me all the
They
time.
didn't like me because I was like 22 and I didn't want to work there.
That's fair,
Yeah.
fair.
I remember I like took apart the espresso machine and was like, I calibrated it really good. And they were like, you actually had a lot of other tasks to do today that you didn't do.
What other task? You're a
Come
receptionist.
on, I'm just at the reception.
I was a front desk person at a Pilates studio, and you know what? I actually had so many tasks, so I don't know what I'm talking about.
You had a
I
lot
literally
to
had
do.
so much to do.
Ugh, I mean, what was it like? Clean the Pilates.
I had to clean the fuck out of Pilates. I had to clean Pilates in a big way. I had to mop. I was janitor.
Oh man, mopping. Man, I worked at a coffee shop. People always just smoke crack in the bathroom. We'd have to go in there and like clean it up.
Oh,
It was tough.
that's tough.
It was #tough. Today's episode is brought to you by Alma. Throughout my life, I have used therapy to help get me out of ruts or deal with grief that I was experiencing, or just for like a mental health tune-up. And I highly recommend it to everybody that I know because I think it's a fantastic tool to get inside your own head. And with Alma, getting access to therapy has never been simpler. While online tools and resources can be a useful starting point or supplement, human relationships are an irreplaceable part of mental health care. Alma can help you find someone who will work with you on your specific needs and goals and support you in making real progress and improving your mental health. Therapy can also be very cost prohibitive. At Alma, 97% of therapists accept United, Aetna, Cigna, and many more. I find this a great tool to be able to subsidize therapy. Creating a relationship with a real person over time will lead to more improvements in your mental health. And Alma is different from the quick, cheap solutions that match you with whoever is available. With Alma, you can have free 15-minute consultations with as many providers as you need to find a therapist that's right for you. I personally have test-driven therapists at my own expense over and over and realized that in the first 5 minutes, this was not the person that I wanted to be doing my therapy with, but Alma makes it very simple and allows you to make sure that you're having a lasting bond with someone before you commit to an hour session. 80% of Alma clients with elevated depression or anxiety symptoms see improvement within 6 months of sessions with an Alma therapist. If you've ever been curious about therapy, I highly recommend you check out Alma. And hey, do a 15-minute test drive session and check it out. Better with people, better with Alma. Visit helloalma.com/perfect to get started and schedule a free consultation today. That's helloalma.com/perfect.
Hey, Miles. So I discovered a semi-explicit video on a nun's flash drive at my work.
A nun's.
And I'm not really sure how to tell my boss about it. So if you could help, that'd be appreciated. Thanks. Bye.
Wait,
She works with nuns?
did you say a nun's flash drive?
That's what. So I didn't know what I heard until you said nuns, and I go, was that nuns? Play it again.
It sounded like nuns.
I discovered a semi-explicit video on a nun's flash drive at my work. And
The Pope.
The new pope! It's the new pope!
The new Pope has an explicit video.
Maybe the pope called.
Wait, maybe it was literally the Pope. Does she work at the Pope?
You work at the pope.
We have to call this person back. I'm like,
I have questions.
an explicit video at a nun's flash
We have
drive.
to find out if it's nuns or not.
I mean, like, I don't even care.
But you know what? It would be extra risque if it was a nun.
It was, but she said semi-explicit, so it's like soft core in some way.
I'd like to see it.
It's just two people.
It's someone's honeymoon photos.
That's so having a great time. Hello?
hi.
Hello! You called perfect person. I'm here to call you back. I am here with Anna Garcia.
Oh my gosh, hi.
Hi. We are here to talk about the semi-explicit video on the nun's flash drive that you called in about. Now, Anna, can I please have a fake name for this person?
Zoop.
Zoop. And a fake name for the nun.
Soup.
Okay, so that's really confusing.
I'm gonna think of a new name.
No.
The first one is Zoop, and then the nun's name is Breadstick.
Okay, perfect. Zoop and you are Zoop, and your nun is Breadstick. Where do you work?
I work at, I'll be vague, a historical society that's affiliated with a religious association.
You work at the Pope.
You work at the Pope.
You work at the Pope.
By the way, congratulations on the new Pope. For
Congrats
real.
Truly, congrats on the new Pope.
Congratulations.
Yeah, no, it was really big news for Catholics. We needed a win.
Congrats on the new Pope.
Fantastic.
So, and how did you find this video, and what was the video? First, I guess, how did you find it? Oh, voila.
So I just started this new job at this organization.
Okay.
And so I'm kind of going through like a training period, and we get these like flash drives in from like different events that like the nuns take the videos.
Wait. Okay, so you are saying nun. Like
The word nun.
N-U-N?
Yes, nun. N-U-N. Yes, exactly
Nuns and
right.
flash
Habit,
drives.
the whole thing.
They can use those?
And so I'm going through the files on this. Normal stuff, just
Okay.
different, the church, mass, whatever.
Yeah.
But then I get to this series of videos, and there's 5 different copies of one video. And I'm like, this is weird. Everything else has been like very normal, series of events, different events that I have records of. And it's just kind of like red, kind of grainy looking. And I pull it up, and it's a man in a suit standing behind a piano. The piano's like in the foreground, he's in the background. And I hit play. I'm like, oh, is this like a musical performance? He starts taking off his clothes.
Okay.
What?
Okay. And I say semi-explicit. You can only see the top part of him, but you see his hands are on top of the piano. But the piano starts playing where his lower half is.
No.
So
No.
He's playing with his with his hard penis?
yeah. And she has 5 copies on this flash drive.
Wait, I have to know, is it good?
Is it good?
Is he playing a song, or is it sort of like
Ding dong. Ding.
I'll tell you what, I can't remember the exact melody, but it was a lot faster than you would think it would be.
I want to throw up and die.
That's unbelievable. Like, okay, so I want to get in the headspace of the nun.
Okay, I have like really so many questions.
I
But please,
have a lot
you
of
start.
questions here. Okay, so why do you get these flash drives again?
It's recordings of events, and so we're kind of like one of the headquarters for this association. So we have like all their files and stuff just to kind of have them in one place. So then it can go in our database. And what's crazy is normally we don't even look at this stuff. It just gets uploaded straight to the database. But because I knew they had me look through it.
So, okay, my question is like, I'm a nun, right? And I'm using a flash drive. And then is it part of the protocol that I just send the flash drive to you?
Yeah.
Okay, interesting.
So the flash drive's purpose is to store files and like masses and like information.
Nun stuff.
What the hell is nun stuff?
Yeah, like, is it like prayers? Like, what are the other things on the flash drive? Like
of prayers.
It's like, penis piano
Other
.mp3.
stuff, it's just like people like getting awards, like just stuff for like being religious, like good religious service, like people singing hymns.
Y'all don't use the cloud?
Yeah, whoa. And
Google
This is
Drive?
to upload it to the cloud. These are like all of them like average 90 years old. They don't know how to upload it themselves.
I
Okay,
see.
honestly, this is really helpful framework.
Yeah, that makes sense. So
Okay.
now, so do you know the nun that sent you the penis piano video?
I do not. I haven't worked there that long. The issue is I'm just having a lot of feelings about it because I'm new and I know that my boss and this nun, like, they're in communication frequently, and this nun is like the head of her like branch of the organization. So this is like high level nun.
Whoa. I haven't seen Conclave, but I have to imagine this is sort of what it's like.
I feel that this singular call could take down the new pope. This is literally, I feel that we are in this sort of
100%.
I can't believe we're here. But
sorry, I'm releasing smoke and it's red, and there's a man and his pants are off.
Ding, ding, ding. I love the idea that his hands are on the piano too.
I feel sick to my stomach.
So, okay, Anna, I'll let you. Do you have any questions, Anna?
Okay, well, you asked 2 of mine, which was such an awesome win for our friendship.
Honestly, truly.
Yeah.
And I'm not talking about the hard seltzer.
The what?
The hard seltzer. Truly.
Fantastic. We're gonna
And we'll cut that.
cut that. Okay, wait. Okay, I am actually having trouble thinking of a question, but I know I have 18 of them.
Okay.
So, nope.
Okay. And here we go. And we're going to cut that. And I have another question, which
please,
is, so you basically want to make sure that your boss doesn't get mad at you for putting porn on the database.
Yeah, because it seems kind of touchy of like whether or not, because like I said, they're bad with technology. So was this on purpose or is this like a virus situation and the nun doesn't even know it's there?
Well, sorry, I love the idea that this could be a virus. What? I don't know what the...
Anonymous is over there like, let's send these nuns 6 copies of Dick Piano Guy.
I also like, does the video look like it was made in modern times or does it look like an ancient video?
Yeah. What is the sort of like, does it look like it was shot on iPhone? Like, what's the sort of camera qual?
It's giving like grainy. It's giving home video.
Oh, like home video, 90s home video?
Yeah, like 90s. Like you can see like the individual, like grainy.
Okay, so my question for you is, what do you think, like what is your gut telling you to do right now? I just want to start with that because it's like, do you think it's best to not say anything or do you think you should say something? What is your gut telling you at the moment?
My gut tells me to not tell her just because I do feel like it could. But the thing is, because she's bad with technology, it could be the virus, or maybe she's so bad with it she accidentally saved it to the drive when she was trying to save it somewhere else. But I also don't want to ruin their friendship.
Right.
Oh, because you know that this nun, I mean, but also if you're early on the job, they literally like, easiest task ever, nothing ever happens. Just look through all this stuff and make sure it's regular. And you found one anomaly. This is how they got, what's her name, in the server. The guy who was the thing.
Sorry, Miles is having a small stroke.
Joseph Gordon-Levitt. Sorry. But this is like, I feel that this could be an Edward Snowden situation. And that you are sort of like, you could get it all pinned on you because you didn't tell them about the 5 penis videos.
Well, are you going to delete them? Are you, like, what's the deal? Like, what are you going to do with those vids?
Yeah, that is sort of my thing, because if I don't tell her, that is what I would have to do, because otherwise it all gets sent to the cloud, and then it's on our database and people can access that publicly.
I personally think that's where it should go.
Oh, yeah. See, I didn't realize it was a public access database.
Yeah, so it's like for research purposes.
Yeah.
Okay, I personally think you should tell someone.
I agree. What would you do if this was you? What would you do?
I would go to my boss being like, hey, because here's the thing, the nun's not going to get in trouble.
No.
Like,
they never
that's
do.
a woman of God.
Yeah,
like, she's not going to get in trouble. If anything, they're going to be like, she's old, it was an accident, it was a virus. Like, there are so many reasons why they're not going to fucking fire this nun. And it's the church. They're going to bury that hatchet.
They're going to bury it.
And so I personally think, like, you won't do anything that's going to affect their relationship.
Yep.
Like, I think it's going to be okay. And if anything, it shows your boss that you're, like, attentive and good at your job and just making sure everything is, like, I don't know, up to speed. And
I would even say, like, because you do have to show, because he's going to, I'm picturing out how the conversation is going to go. She's going to be like, so there was actually something on the drive that I had a couple questions about. It was a little bit weird. Should I delete it? He's going to go, well, what was it? And you're going to have to be like, it's kind of a video. It looks like you're going to have to explain that it's someone playing the piano with their penis.
You could also just be like, I'll just show you, and then show them the video. And
yeah, because
I don't know. I
guess show is better than
show
tell.
is better because you don't want to be like, so picture guy, no pants, red light, grainy, piano.
And I would even preface it with going, okay, this is a little bit awkward. I know I'm new. I found something. Like sometimes,
you're so right. Like, I know I'm new. I did find something on the drive. if I find something on the drive that's not supposed to be, would you like me to bring it to your attention?
Oh, there we go. Or should I just delete it? Like something that clearly shouldn't go in the database.
Totally.
Because then
That's the angle.
That's the angle. Because then it's like, oh, he might just be like, oh yeah, like sometimes the nuns use it for personal stuff, and you could be like personal stuff like piano penis, and he could be like, huh? But like the 5 times is also so nun to me.
It's so nun.
It's like right click. It's not saving. It's not saving. It's saving 5.
It's 90-year-old nun. It's 90-year-old horny nun.
It's 90-year-old horny. You think she's horny? Is it a sensual video? It doesn't sound sensual at all.
I'm actually soaking wet thinking
It's
about
it's really not, because you would think like he would have, it's like no expression on his face at all, and there is no sound other than the piano.
Are we sure this isn't like a cursed video? This might be cursed. You maybe have received a curse. Sorry.
Devil's video.
This is like a VHS style horror film.
Yeah, The Ring. But it's a penis pic.
And the penis comes out of the screen.
I am so...
And plays your piano.
The devil's gonna come out and play your piano with his penis. But wow. Zoop. I really think that this is an interesting problem. I think you gotta, take it to the boss.
You do have to take it to the boss, and you can be like, hey, again, what we said, like, I found something on the drive.
Yeah.
I don't think it's supposed to be there. Like, what's the protocol? Do you want me to report it to you? Like, that sort of.
Seems personal.
Yeah, seems personal.
Yeah.
Totally.
Because then it's like, he's going to be like, oh, yeah.
Yeah, seems personal, or like a virus, and I just wanted to check in with you about it.
A virus? What do you mean? And
it's the same video 5 times, and it's somewhat explicit.
Is it possible it's your boss from when he was younger?
Well, my boss is a woman, so.
Anything's possible. All aboard! You thought that her boss was a man because
come on, this is a nun. This is nun.
I gotta be honest, I thought her boss was the Pope. And I sort of was picturing like a man in purple uniform. And I'm sorry for that. And that's misogyny alert.
Sorry, we both thought that your boss was the Pope.
We both thought we were boss was the Pope.
It's all good. It's very, very woman-based.
Love. Okay, go off.
Woman! Okay, thank you so much for calling Zoop. I really appreciate it. I hope you have an amazing day, and best of luck at your nun
Zoop,
database.
You gotta tell us what happens, okay?
Yeah, please give me a call back for Patreon.
Oh yeah, for sure. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.
Bye. I'm picturing like nuns hacking. Like it was like I could see it all.
I'm picturing a woman senile, nearly out of her mind. Looking up porn, saying, I like this, I'm gonna save this, and then
penis piano. She misspelled piano twice and it was penis piano, and then she saved it. And she was like, my piano's out
She
of
was looking
tune.
for a hymn and instead found penis piano.
Oh my God.
That's pretty crazy. I personally think it's purposeful.
Yeah. You think that she meant to do it?
I don't think it's a virus.
No. By the way, what would it mean
How?
for it to be?
How do you get a virus and what virus puts a video 5 times on a flash drive?
But that was like the early internet. That was a good excuse for like saving porn to your computer.
Oh my God, anything could be a virus.
It's a virus.
Anything could be a virus. Oh my God, yeah, literally like porn's left open. You're like, honey,
a virus.
A virus.
It was a total
man.
virus. Actually, we did have somebody call in, and their problem was they had pirated a movie on their school computer. They worked there a teacher, but the problem was like sometimes those pirate sites are sketchy, and a porn ad had popped up behind.
Oh no!
So she opens her computer to talk to IT, and she's like, "My computer's been weird." Closes the window. Porn playing.
No.
Porn playing.
No.
Unbelievable.
Oh, that is
twisty and beautiful. Okay, we've got time for another call.
Uno mas.
You're like
in
summer
in the
middle of
winter,
like a
hard
candy
with a
surprise
center.
Did you know that Party for You came out like 4 years ago?
Yeah.
I didn't.
Party for you.
Party for you.
Party for you.
Gong, gong, gong.
Gong, gong. Gong, gong, gong.
There we are 9 again.
Hey, Miles. So I need advice on how to keep myself from waking up every single day at exactly 8:03 a.m. whenever my neighbor downstairs sneezes at exactly the same time every day.
It's just like a Twilight Zone episode.
Bye-bye.
I'm so curious why he's sneezing.
Do they wake up before the sneeze or as a result of the sneeze?
Because sometimes I set an alarm and then I wake up like 1 minute before.
Me too. And I'm like, go on.
And you know what that is? That's the world moving. That's the earth rotating.
That's the universe.
And you're set back 1 minute. And so you're setting it back 1 minute.
Or do you think that it's you waking up in a different dimension?
I'm waking up on the time of the sun. Wouldn't it be nice? I sometimes think about a cowboy like going to sleep under a tree and waking up when the sun rises, and I think that sounds nice.
Oh my God, think of the bugs.
Holy shit, you should be fucking eaten alive. Mosquitoes.
We are not thinking about the bugs that those cowboys are dealing with.
Oh my God.
I know exactly the image. Hat on head.
Yeah, hat on head. And I'm like, whoa, tarantula eating his penis.
There's
He's
bugs
dead.
all over that cowboy. Sorry, he's waking up with 1,000 red bumps.
He's covered in bugs.
It's not all fun and games.
No, it really wouldn't be. Okay, here we go. We got to get this person to call back.
I have questions, and I'm not going to forget them.
Sneeze.
Sneeze.
Hey, Sneeze.
Don't be so.
Hello. Hi. You called perfect person, and we are here to call you back. I'm here with Anna Garcia.
Hi.
Bonjour.
Bonjour. And je m'appelle Miles.
Oui, et je m'appelle Anna Garcia.
Anna Garcia, can you please give me a fake name for this person?
Ringo.
Ringo. Okay, Ringo. And we're going to need a fake name for their neighbor.
Paul.
Paul is living down beneath. Now, Ringo, tell me about your life. What do you do for work?
So I do marketing, which means I get to work from home like most of the time,
I see.
which is super great.
Yeah.
But then, whenever you're getting woken up at the exact same time every morning, an hour before work, because of someone sneezing downstairs, it's not the greatest.
So the sneeze is what's waking you up.
Yeah.
Every single morning, and it's like I can hear it through the walls. I live in an older apartment building.
I feel your pain. I do
So
too.
I can hear the sneezing coming through, and I don't know how to resolve this issue.
Oh my God, kill them.
Kill them. No, can you do an impression of the sneeze, of how it sounds? I'm going to pretend to be sleeping.
I don't know if I can do it. I can tell you it's like super loud. I don't know if I can pull off a sneeze impression, but it's like very loud. They're
Could you
on
do
the
it,
bottom
like,
floor,
just-
and I'm on the third floor.
Sort of just, is it wait, what?
Wait, sorry. You're on the, sorry. The sneeze is penetrating through a full other
You're not even
apartment
sharing
building?
a wall with this person?
I'm not even sharing a wall with this person. No, they're on the first floor. I'm on the third floor. And it's one of the apartment buildings that like half of it's outside.
Wait,
Sorry. You live in The Last of Us. You live in like a dilapidated building in The Last of Us.
what do you mean have your apartments outside? Oh, so it's like a bunch of apartments around a pool sort of situation?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Okay,
So
it's
the
a ring.
sound
It's
is
a ring.
the sound is bouncing off the pool. So, how do you know who it is?
Because I've walked by whenever I go into the office. I can hear them as I go in because whenever I work from home, I'm already in bed. But whenever I'm not, I like walk by because I have to commute.
So you hear them sneezing sometimes. And do you have a rapport with this person at all? Like, what's your relationship?
No, I've never talked to them.
Oh.
Well, here's the thing. You can't do anything about them. You can- no.
Whoa.
No, I have a part two. You cannot ask them to stop sneezing. You cannot control them, unfortunately. But you can control yourself.
Oh.
So
I'm so curious where this is going.
So what you are unfortunately not going to be able to be like, knock, knock, hey, stop sneezing. You
Watch
can't
me.
soundproof their place. So you're going to have to find solutions for your space.
Okay.
So you're going to have to do the sort of, do you have a noise machine?
I have an Alexa.
That's,
Same.
I guess.
Speaker. Do you have a phone?
Yeah.
Do you have AirPods Max?
AirPods Max.
Do you have AirPods Max?
Yes.
You do. Noise canceling.
Yeah.
You don't
Okay.
want to sleep with those.
Yeah.
No, it's hard to sleep with AirPods
But I have
Max.
to sleep.
Yes, exactly. So I sleep with a noise machine because I live in a very old apartment building as well.
Oh.
And sometimes my neighbors who I adore will just go to, like, they will stay up until 2 a.m. gabbing, and I don't share a wall with them either. They're like 2 doors over.
Oh, and you can hear them?
And I can hear them.
Oh.
And so I have a noise machine, and it helps immensely.
Yeah.
And it's not an Alexa. It's a purposeful noise machine that like is a fan within a like plastic thing. And it. Do you think that you would hate that, or do you think you'd be open to that?
I think I'd be open to that. I normally do like podcasts, but then I'm so aware of the fact that like the walls are thin. I can hear this man sneezing.
Yeah,
No,
totally.
I mean-
So like, are you going to hear my sound machine? But maybe like a sound machine instead of a podcast is the answer.
Sound machines are good. I mean, I used to sleep also just with a fan for for like
totally.
my entire life until I
fan.
moved to LA. Yeah, or like a little desk fan like thing, and I loved the sound of that. And it would just sort of and it would just sort of distract me from everything that was going on, people screaming, etc.
Yeah.
However, I actually am going to go a different direction with this.
Please.
You can change him. You can change
Miles,
him.
I would love to hear what
You
you're
can
going to say.
You can stop his sneezing. Okay, here's how it works. First things first, you're going to have a apartment building potluck. I thought you were pulling out a vape.
Can you Imagine.
blow up that cloud. Sorry. Anna just pulled out lip gloss.
I'm addicted to it.
I was gonna say apartment potluck. You get to know this guy, and then you start talking loudly. Is it a guy? Is it a woman? Or is it a family?
It's a guy.
One guy, single guy.
Yes.
Okay. So, because what he needs ultimately is Flonase and Claritin D.
You're so right.
What he needs is Flonase and Claritin D.
Okay.
Or Afrin if you want to give a nuclear bomb to his sinuses.
If we are going this direction,
Yes,
hear me out.
please.
You order an Amazon package to his place.
Oh,
It's got Claritin inside.
yes. And you just say, I'm so sorry to bring this up.
No.
No.
You don't say it's from you.
Oh, it's just direct addressed to him.
You just, an anonymous Claritin with his name addressed to him, his specific address, and then the note just says, for you.
Whoa.
And you just give him Claritin.
I love the
Right, 'cause
idea.
then it's free. He has to take it,
He
right?
has to take it.
Right.
He has to take it. He has to take it. Or tape it to his door.
Flonase is so important.
Flonase, though, to me is this, because also he's sneezing at 803. I'm also wondering, is he sneezing at 803 because he has a drug problem and he's snorting something at
No.
the same
I
time
mean,
every
I
day?
hope not, but I guess I can't confirm
It's
that.
really 8:03 every day.
Yeah, literally the exact same
That
time
is
every day. I don't know if
fucking
he wakes up
crazy.
and sneezes or what this is.
Wait, I have a question. Okay, I actually, I'm walking my way through his routine. Okay,
Okay.
so I would bet that he is aggravating the sneeze somehow. And here's why. He's waking up at 8, he's setting his alarm for 8,
Okay.
and he's going into the bathroom, teeth brush, and maybe he's like, oh, I'm doing a nose hair trim. I'm tweezing a nose.
Uh-huh.
And then at exactly 8:03, that's the sneeze. Right? So I think that you can do two things. You can start a campaign around the apartment building that nose hair is actually in and fun and cool. Because I do think that part of what he's doing is he's trimming and then he's sneezing.
Making a lot of assumptions
You
here.
know, I'm making an ass of me and him. And I think, or
Us Simpchins.
Simpsons. And I think, or give him over-the-counter OTC medication.
I also really am loving the potluck idea. You have a potluck around the pool or
It's
whatever.
fun.
No, because God, who doesn't love one? No, because you can say, I don't know where this is, but at 8:03, I feel like is anyone else heard a sneeze?
Yeah.
And then all of your neighbors are gonna be like, oh my God, yeah. And then that person's
Yeah.
gonna be like, oh fuck, they can hear me sneezing.
Yeah, make him say shame is a good way.
Sort of subtly
Shame him.
Yeah.
Shame is a good motivator. I mean, living in an apartment building means you're sort of a global community. Yeah, and that can
It's
come
like
with
Epcot.
It's like Epcot. It's just like Epcot. You can go get like a pretzel at the Germany part.
And then from 20 feet away, you can get pad thai.
That diet is going to be fine. But I think, the potluck angle, I think, just gives you more information. Ultimately, it's a holding pattern.
It's a lot to organize a potluck, and I think that if you don't have that capacity, you just talk outside of his, because he's on the ground floor. You talk outside, being like, "Oh my God, I tried to sleep in because I had an overnight shift, but I swear to God, I keep waking up because of this crazy sound." You don't even have to say sneeze, but you're
Just
shame.
let him put it together.
Exactly.
I'm just imagining him sitting at his table for one, eating like a muffin and just crying. Like, they hear me sneeze. And
Yeah,
they don't.
he has a deviated septum that like ruins his life.
No
and
one's
he's like,
coming to check on me. But I think the potluck will give you a vibe on whether this guy can take over-the-counter medication, or if he has OTC, or if he has a drug problem, or
I don't think
I don't think it's a drug problem. I think it is. I think he's picking his nose too hard and he's sneezing.
Oh, well, I do that and I don't sneeze.
Exactly. I pick my nose all the time and I barely sneeze at all.
100% same.
So, but hopefully one of these can be used to solve your problem. Has this been helpful?
We got to know.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I'm perfect now, you know?
Perfect.
That's what we love to hear. Thank you so much for calling. Your fake name was Ringo. And give my best to Paul.
Mwah.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
Oh my God. Asking if it's helpful at the end is so awesome. We should be doing that for every call.
You get the validation.
Because I actually need the validation.
And they go, yeah, I guess. And you're like, thank you so much.
I'm like,
Thank you so much for saying that.
Yeah, I realized halfway through that call that this is a comedy show, and I was like trying so hard to practically solve that. I was like, well, you can't control them, so you're going to have to get soundproof walls and you're going to have to get a noise machine, and that's not funny.
No, but that is good advice and it's funny. Because here's what I'll say. A noise machine is actually really good. I like a noise machine a lot.
Fucking love my noise machine. I fuck my noise machine.
I fuck my noise machine too. I will say another problem with like sleeping on, we were talking about sleeping on planes in the cold open.
Yeah.
The airplane, it's like, where am I putting my head? You can't sleep with headphones. So you do sort of need a speaker situation.
You cannot sleep with headphones.
It's too hard.
Yeah, we should be bringing speakers on planes.
You should be Beat Pill on the plane, playing my own podcast.
Phil, JBL.
Yeah, baby. I remember talking to someone who I used to
my
work
own
with.
podcast.
Playing my own podcast is awesome. Yeah, get a load of this.
You guys like that?
Honestly, doing that on a subway, being like, Showtime, and I'm playing my
your
podcast is kind of a baller move.
Kind of fire.
Anna, we're at the end of the show. We have one final segment we like to call Get Real.
I love this part.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, and I forgot that this plays.
And this music plays.
I thought it was an intro thing, and then it just keeps going, and then I have to sort of compartmentalize my listening part with my better.
Now, Anna, obviously, this is a segment where we force a genuine moment in an effort to learn more about each other and
Yes.
ourselves.
Okay.
And we've had some silliness, we've had some laughs today.
Of course.
That was my Get Real.
As
Anna, what's up in your world right now? Like, you're obviously a bright shining star. You're all over Los Angeles, performing your little heart out, being favored by millions. What in your world is sort of something that you are working on? It could be about yourself, something you're struggling with, a wall that you're up against that you maybe have jumped over, or you're just trying to climb up.
I am someone that considers themselves like a hyper individualist. I pride myself on being self-sufficient and love spending time alone, and I love spending time with myself.
Yeah.
And I've recently sort of become aware of this, like, that, and it really served me for a long time. And I feel now so that community is so important and leaning on other people is important. But I think, again, I spoke on this earlier, but like culture has become so like individualistic and like focus on yourself and put yourself first. And I think, you know, like I struggle being in relationships because I'm like, I don't have enough time to do my stuff. And I'm trying to explore a world in which there is space for more than just me.
Yes. Wow.
And I'm like, and I love my friends, and I see, and I, you know, and so I want to like try to, I think I'm very selfish with my time, and I'm trying to stray from that a little bit and see what that feels like.
I love that. I think that's wonderful. And I feel like I've said this quote a couple times on the show, but there's like a going thing that people are talking about where community is being inconvenienced, but it's worth it. And I think about that a lot, where
I love that.
It would be maybe the easiest thing in the world for me would be for me to live in a cabin in the middle of the woods and I don't talk to anyone, and all of my things are exactly how I want them.
Totally.
But what an empty life. And so it's like,
I know.
No, you help your friends move. Your friend's running late, and that's kind of an inconvenience, but here they are, and how wonderful. And
totally.
You know what? I think that is life is like, I also try to flip it where I'm like, yes, like different things might be inconvenient for me, but I am inconvenient as a human being sometimes.
Totally.
Like, it's hard for me to do X, Y, and Z. But yeah, the quality time when time is like not, there's not enough of it.
Totally.
Is so important.
Yeah. And I always feel better. And like I struggle with like reaching out to friends when I'm in a tough spot.
Yes.
Like I really struggle, but I always feel better. And it's like, yeah, just sort of leaning into that more.
I find I definitely struggle with asking for help.
Oh my God,
from
never.
friends. No,
Never.
That's so hard.
Yeah, it's awful.
And I always feel better that I did it. Like I obviously like ask for help from like my lovely wife, and I.
No. Blue. Good.
Out of the fart it came. I obviously like ask my lovely wife for help with things, and we discuss things. But I find that like I sometimes struggle with being like, oh, my best friends, like, oh, could they help me do this thing? Maybe that would whatever. And I go, oh no, I don't want to inconvenience them. But usually when people ask me for help and I'm able to help, it brings me and that person closer.
Oh my God.
You know?
When someone is in crisis or needs help or is sad, I'm
love
like,
it.
Come over, let me make you tea. Oh my God. It feels so good. And I recently had a conversation. I have a friend who is so kind and so generous and so outward, but I'm like, you're depriving other people of the experience to do that to you. He's like, he's always like, I'm going to buy your drinks. I'm like, let someone else buy your drinks.
Yeah.
It's like, it's a mutual beneficial thing.
Yes, right. Like you have to let people help you.
Yes, you have to let people love you, and you have to let people help you.
Yeah. No, but that's definitely like, I am so guilty of being like, oh, I'm happy to hear everyone else's problems and try to help and whatever, but it's harder for me to be like, yeah, this was a hard thing that I was dealing with or whatever.
And like of course you want your friend to take you to the airport instead of taking an Uber.
Yeah.
Of course you do. But everyone is so shy, and everyone is like scared. I think relying on other people.
And I think there's a perversion of a self-care mentality that is, I don't want to help people, out.
Yeah.
And it's like, yes, it's annoying to take someone to the airport.
Or like, I don't need anyone. I'm taking care of myself.
I'm doing fine.
Yeah.
And I think that's, it does take you away from.
And out of it comes the. Okay.
But no, I think that it is it's always better to try to rely on people, even though it can suck sometimes.
I know.
That's life.
I know, but that's life. And that's probably where most of the beauty of life comes from.
It really does.
Yeah.
Anna, thank you so much for doing this.
I love this podcast so much.
Oh, Anna, you're a fantastic guest. It's always lovely to see you.
Thank you.
Where can people find you if they want more Scrambies?
They can find me sitting at
Don't doxy coffee shop that is local and probably where you go.
That's unfortunately the truth. Bleep that. Anyway, you cannot find me there. Bleep, 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 bleep. You can find me on Instagram. You can watch me on Dropout. You can see me in the Apple Fly Me to the Moon movie. You can check out my IMDb Pro. You can check out my star meter. You can
Check out my star meter.
You can find me on Blue Sky. I haven't used it once.
You're big on Mastodon. You're loving
is
it.
that?
Threads, guys. I'm gonna start posting threads for real.
I'm huge on 2 dots. I still am. You can find me on 2048. I'm playing Balatro, which is apparently not how it's pronounced.
Balatro. I played it so much it broke my brain.
It broke my brain. I play it every day, and I'm like, I've put in way too. Like I've done where people are like, okay, cool, I've played enough this game. I'm done. I get up to that point with game, and I go, time to finish everything.
Oh yeah. Have you gotten that? You've gotten exponents, of course. Of course.
Once.
I think I got one once.
I see videos of people playing that game, and I go,
How?
Literally how?
I don't know how they got so high.
What do you mean there's 18 kings sitting on the bottom?
No.
And you have that king rare. What are you talking about?
How do they do that?
How do they do that?
Seems like a hack.
See, and the thing is, I think people are like, is that a seeded run? I'm like, what are you talking about?
I don't know.
I don't know. I just am here to play the cards.
But everybody, check out Anna Garcia everywhere. And as always, if you've got a problem and you're not quite sure how to solve it, just remember that no matter who you are or where you are, perfection is only a call away.
That was a Headgum podcast.